So this are for my people that just got married recently. Let's say over the weekend, a week now. It's been a month. It's less than a year or less than 2 years now, and it looks as if this marriage thing is not for you. In fact, you need to go back to your father's house. You need to go back to your single life. The streets is calling you. This is for you. Let me start with congratulating you for achieving that milestone. Congratulations on your wedding. Now, the reason why many people always find it very difficult and a lot of people don't get to survive past their first few weeks to a year of marriage is because marriage is when they were telling you that marriage is not a bed of roses. What did you think it was? It's because marriage is the coming together of two people. The both of you are coming together physically, you're coming together financially, you're coming together spiritually. Your families have to become one. Mind you, it's not something that you just sit down and you enjoy. You need to work for it. There's a reason why the Bible says a man will leave his father and mother, the same with a woman, and cleave together. You both are cleaving together. When you are leaving your family, you are pulling away from the things, the habits you have built over time, the characters that you have accumulated over time, the wrong mentality and mindset you have had over time. You're pulling out from there to join yourself with this human being. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be enjoyment and public display of affection. That's why Nollywood, most times, Nollywood, Hollywood, they are misleading us in a lot of ways. Even the novels that were romantic novels, he goes to work, he comes back, they do one or two and all. It's not like that, my dear. It takes work, it takes sacrifice. And then what makes it worse, the struggle seems as if it's harder, is that many people after getting married, they start having children immediately. So you guys are trying to get used to each other. The man is trying to get used to the woman. The woman is trying to get used to him. And you have a child that will still draw you. It needs a lot of mental work. It needs a lot of calculating. Marriage is not something that is, okay, you sit down, you think. I've always said this. It's something that you're always calculating. You are calculating and you're taking the actions immediately. You don't need to think. You don't have a lot of time. You don't have the whole day or the whole week to think about the next thing to do. You just do it. So you tend to have misunderstandings. You get to have clashes. Why? Because you have built habits over time. You have built characters over time. Letting go of that thing is not easy. That is why just listen to that rule and cleave. Stop inviting third party into your marriage. Auntie, come and settle for me. My mother-in-law come. Mommy, mom, daddy, come. You should come and help me settle this. Yes. Most times your spouse needs talking to. They need someone to speak with them for them to understand your side. But you should know that this person has built these things over the years. It's not easy to just let go. So yes, you try to make an effort to understand each other. Make an effort to try to make the marriage work. You try to study your partner, understand what they like, what they don't like, the things that put them off, the things that turn them off, the things that they like and are welcome. Then you will now try to, when you want to lay complaints, for some of us, we have a very wrong approach. What we are trying to say is valid. Our point is valid. But the way we approach our spouse about this thing, suddenly it seems as if your spouse is walking on eggshells. Some people even say, when you marry a woman after some years, she's going to change, she's doing it, she's doing that. Many women, they walk on eggshells during their first years in marriage. The first 0 to 15 years of marriage, they've been working on eggshells. They've been scared. I don't know what I'm going to do, that this is going to do this, I don't know what it's going to do. And then suddenly the table turns. Maybe a woman that was not working before, maybe she had not completed her BSc, suddenly she has completed BSc, MSc, she's now working, earning well, and it seems as if the woman does not want to contribute. So she's not yielding, because for many years she has had this mentality, I've been working on eggshells, I want to be free, I want to explore and all. That freedom, yes, is going to come. That mentality is going to come. But when they begin to act on it, you see a woman will say, no, I cannot be under a man. I cannot be this. I cannot be that. My dear, with time, she's trying to explore. She's trying to understand the world. Most times they take the wrong approach to it. When they say, I want to leave my marriage, that's why you see some people, they leave their marriage, and after some time, maybe some months, some years, they want to go back to their partners because they did not have that time. They could not explore the world during those early years of marriage. Most times the spouse is trying to protect you from the evil out there, protect you from the bad energy out there, protect you from the world itself. And you feel, no, I need to explore, I need to understand. And by the time you have gone to explore, you have seen a lot of things. You've made a lot of mistakes. Your spouse, definitely, your spouse is not a switch that you switch off, you go off, do whatever you want. And when you come back, you just switch it on and it's they are human beings. The world is evolving. The world is dynamic. It's changing. Nobody's standing in one place waiting for you. So definitely your spouse would have moved on. And then suddenly you say, this person doesn't want to take me back. They are being harsh. They are not being harsh. You yourself, put yourself in their condition. If somebody just switched you off like that, and then suddenly wants to switch you on, you're not a switch. You can't come back. You can't just be there. You cannot keep your life stagnated waiting for somebody. So before you give that marriage a final thought and you say, no, I'm done, I can't do this. Take time to understand your partner. Take time to study. Marriage is not, the certificate was given to you on the day of the wedding, not at the end of the marriage, not after 50 years or whatever, because it's not a course you graduate from. It's a journey. Do that journey together. Let whatever fight, when they say for better, for worse, it doesn't mean that your spouse should be the better or the worst thing in your life. It simply means you guys will go through tough times. You will have sweet times. You will have times that the love, it seems as if you just saw today, you just fell in love today. And the other times that you feel like, I regret meeting this person. You will go through tough times. You will go through financial difficulty. You will be tested spiritually. You will be tested. Most times you don't like your toothpaste being pressed from the middle and your spouse is used to pressing toothpaste from anywhere. It will bring issues. But be willing to adjust. Adjust your mentality that two of you are in this marriage to learn, to work on each other, and to grow. You both should be better after meeting each other and getting married to each other, not worse. Stop bickering at your partner. Stop trying to tear his neck or her neck, or try to downgrade them, bring out the worst part of them, wash away their self-esteem. You're the worst thing that happened to me. You're the this, you're that. No. That's not the way. Don't be the worst thing that happened to your partner. Don't even be the best thing that happened to them, but you both should have the best experiences or the worst experiences while still clinging to each other. And I assure you that that marriage that you want to give up now, in the next 5 to 10 years, you'll be glad that you still held on to each other and pushed further. Your favorite counselor? I'm your favorite counselor, Sharon Jonas.